Pushing that ball in there to Dion. Need to be more sure of it. Set up and just keep your calm. Keep patient. When Dion's open, get him with a basketball and let him have the shot. Then get back on defense and don't sag back on that break. They left this youngster Doss open for that last jumper. And I think he would have preferred to have had somebody come out there and give him a little opposition. But the main thing I think he's concerned with is he's got to get that ball into Dion, and they're going to have to be a little bit more patient than they've been the last 2 or 3 trips up the floor.
Dion has unofficially 8 points already, and he's missed quite a few inside shots. I think that might be a factor later on in the game.
True, he has not been shooting well, but he's a better shooter than what he has shown. And Dion Wingo will start hitting that shot. One of the problems is I think they were collapsed in on him so much early. He was concerned about that, and he was missing his shot. But he'll start hitting that shot. Of course, you've got to remember, too, that Warren Central lost Kelvin McKinney, got him on the bench right now, and he has done a tremendous job on those follow-ups of the missed Wingo shot. Let's see if they are a little bit more patient in going in to Wingo here. There's the pass. He's there, and he got the shot. Yeah, he was open that time.
He's got that move patented, Wes.
Now, when he can get that movement right there, and he got the shot kind of uncontested, too. It wasn't deflected. He got a good, clean pass. Now, look at this 1-3-1 zone here.
And Deffer Holt comes right back with a bucket of his own. Deffer has 11 points.
Hey, look, it's not there. There's a break. That's a possibility of a 3-point play.
Number 44, Mel Flora, took the ball and drove. Good, strong power move by Flora.
Basket count.
And Chris Gray, number 33, picks up his second foul. We'll see how Mel is from the foul line. No sweat. He makes it.
And it's a 3-point. Franklin Simpson lead. Wildcats with the ball, and they're in that 3-2 or 1-2-2 zone defense. I think that's been their best defense. Uh-oh, cross-court pass should have been picked off by Wingo.
And Chris Gray with that nice rotation on his shot. He got a very good-looking shot for a
Wingo just didn't see that ball coming soon enough.
He was caught sleeping.
Oh, look where they've got him sagged back.
And the little man, England, number 3, picked up the rebound. Gets it up to Holt. He'll go baseline, and it's good.
Central really needs to score on this trip, Stu.
33-26, 2.5 minutes left in the half. There's Flora. Not
Big
a good
rebound.
shot. But a nice rebound by number 42, Matt Beck. He was hacked, and he'll go to the line for 2.
2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining here in the first half. Franklin Simpson up by 7. Warren Central needs these 2 free throws upcoming here from Matt Beck. Missed the first one. You know, Stu, Franklin Simpson has denied the basketball to Dino Wingo the last 2 trips up the floor. If Wendell Brown can continue to do that, he's going to be in good shape. Dragons come away with nothing.
Still a 7-point lead. Ball is in to Chris Gray. Excuse me, that was Brian Powell's shot that didn't drop. Central now with a chance to cut the lead to 5.
Oh, they're giving him the outside shot.
Johnson will take it. Nice shot off the glass.
If he'll do that a few times, it'll kind of free Wingo up a little bit.
A minute 50 left in the half. 33-28. Chris Gray with a move.
Was not a good shot.
Here comes Central on the fast break. They'll slow it up. Look for the big man inside. Washington.
That one wasn't either.
Here comes Doss. Up to Holtz. Up and in. Nice transition on the fast break.
And great body control at the shooting end by Defra Holt. He had to take his body and move it around the defender, and he did so for the layup.
And we have a blocking foul. Number 44, Mel Floor, with a nice power move. And that's Mike Doss picking up his second foul.
Bobby Eblin has come in to replace Matt Beck for Warren Central. And now to the free throw line for the Dragons is Marcus Washington. And he'll have a chance here. No, excuse me, not Washington. It is Mel Floor to cut that lead to 4. Missed the free throw. 1 minute here in the half. Wendell Brown signals 1. I don't know if that means the play or 1 shot. I believe it means take the last shot. They backed that ball up.
And Westwood's last shot, are they going to... Oh, and we had a... no, it wasn't a whistle.
Now, the official is motioning a defense to go out and attack. And if they don't do that, the official will call a technical on them. They have to guard the offensive player. 20 seconds.
Chris Gray, that's definitely within his range.
They'll want to get their play going with about 10 on the clock.
Are they going to try and work it in, Wes, or wait for a good shot?
Well, they'll take whatever. This ball club will take whatever shot is open after the 10-second mark. That one wasn't open.
And a very lucky number 3, England. His shot, as you said, was forced up. But number 25, Bobby Edlin, the new man in the ball game, fouled him, and England will be going to the line for 2.
Coach Wendell Brown's going to get Doss and Powell out of there. Prevent any potential personal foul problems here with 3 seconds remaining in the half.
35-30. Make it 36-30 with that free throw. England's first point of the ball game. And he's good for 2. The lead back up to 7. There's the baseball pass. And Turner! What a shot! Number 20.
Chris Turner.
That was a long bomb downtown. And that's it for the first half. Franklin Simpson leads it by 5, 37-32. We'll be back with a halftime stats right after this message. Stay with us.
About him? It's suicide. What do you mean? He's gone out for the football team.
This is Lucas.
Lucas!
An extraordinary teenager
I'm a party animal.
trying to cope in an ordinary world.
This equipment just doesn't fit.
No, that's not the problem. It's you that don't fit.
Whether it's Lucas the lady killer,
The males who demonstrate physical prowess are the most attractive to the females.
Lucas the guidance counselor,
If you're so depressed, how come you're eating pizza?
or Lucas the bug watcher.
You collect insects? No, to collect them, you have to kill them. I just look at them. Oh, that's nice.
There's a little of him in a lot of us.
Perfect.
Lucas, a survivor's tale.
And it's halftime here at Diddle Arena. The score is 37-32. Franklin Simpson leading Central. And Wes, let's go ahead and take a look at the halftime stats.
Well,
Field goals, Warren Central 13 of 31 for 42%. Franklin Simpson 15 of 29 for 52%. Basically, not too much difference there.
not much difference, just a couple of more shots. Free throws, everything's about the same. I think that the difference is going to be, and let's see, our stats don't show it right there, but the rebounds, those second and third shots, are going to be the difference in the basketball game thus far.
Central really doing a good job on the offensive boards, and particularly number 32, Kelvin McKinney, is responsible for 6 of those points are on offensive rebounds and tip-ins.
You know, one of the things that's interesting about those halftime stats, Stuart, is that only one turnover to each team, and the way these two teams have been playing up and down the floor, you would expect there would be more than that.
And here we are for the start of the second half. Simpson leads it by 5, 37-32.
And Matt Smith has got to stay on the bench for Franklin Simpson opening up this second half. They're going to be Smith, you'll recall, picked up 3 personal fouls very early in the ball game. Central's in that 3-2 zone.
And Wes, Matt didn't play much of the second quarter, did he?
Did not play at all. He went out midway in the first quarter. He got 3 early.
And the next big man next to him would be Chris Gray at 6'2", which is definitely undersized against a 6'6" Wingo.
And Wingo with a big rebound as Franklin misses a couple of shots that they normally would probably hit. Good chance here for the Dragon to pick up the first bucket of the second half.
Pass nearly mishandled by Washington.
Look how close they're back in on Wingo. There are 2 or 3 people around him all the time.
There's Turner. Good from 15 feet.
Turner or somebody else can do that a few trips. There won't be 2 or 3 people hanging around him all the time in there.
That'll definitely free up Wingo. The lead is cut to 3, 37-34, early on in the second half.
Nice move.
Brian Powell not intimidated at all by the 6'6" Wingo.
There's McKinney back in there with that rebound, too.
There's the turn move, and it's good. Wingo hits his first shot of the second half. Now it's a 1-point lead, 37-36.
Matt Smith's got to come back into this basketball game here in just a moment, Stu. I think Wendell Brown's decided it's time to get him back into the play. Both these teams will go to the 4th regional tournament.
Chris Gray is not a very good shot. We have a whistle. A foul on number 22, Mike Doss. Wes, I didn't get a good look at that.
Wingo had the ball up high and saw the outlet up floor, hesitated to throw it up floor, and I think they've gotten Doss with a personal foul, and that's 3 on him. Now you got Matt Smith in the ball game, and he replaced Gray. Smith will be playing with 3. He hasn't played but 3 or 4 minutes tonight.
And Doss will also remain in the ball game with 3. Central working around. There's Washington. He drives in, and nice shot off the glass.
Good body control after he got in that heavy traffic to get the shot up there.
And the fast break broken up by Dion Wingo, hustling back on defense.
And Central has come out here storming in this second half. They have scored 6 straight points unanswered, and they have the lead.
Doss from outside baseline didn't drop.
Good steal.
Here comes Washington. He'll pump. It's good.
Warren Central off to an 8-0 start in the second half, Stu, and it's propelled them to a 3-point edge.
Wingo and Washington have been red hot in the second half. You're absolutely right.
And Franklin Simpson's got to take a timeout here.
Which is not a bad idea. 5 minutes, 9 seconds remaining. A 3-point lead for Central, 40-37. Did Central go in halftime and make adjustments, or are they just coming out and getting after it better?
I think Franklin Simpson's the one that's having a problem right now. I think Central's doing what they wanted to do. You'll notice they got the ball into Wingo on one trip, but the other times they've hit the outside shot. They've also gotten a steal and a break out of it, and they've got momentum. And as long as they can keep momentum, but now Mr. Moe is never very loyal, Stu. You know from your football playing days that his loyalty will change quickly, and he'll get on the other side, and that's what Coach Wendell Brown's trying to figure out right now. And I think he's going to want to get his players to get the ball inside a little bit more, get the ball up floor under more control than it has been these last two trips. They've turned it over a couple of times.
Well, Wes, you know, it's funny when you talk about momentum. The game of basketball really goes in spurts. So when you have momentum, you really want to try and take advantage of it and get what you can until things change. And calling a timeout, Coach Wendell Brown wanted to sort of slow things down, cool off Central, maybe change momentum.
And he may have just done that. We'll see. Central will stay in the 3-2 zone. They've not shown the man defense thus far in the third quarter. They did in the first half.
That's Doss with the ball. England from the top of the key. In and out.
Wingo may have gotten by with a foul right there. Now Central's break.
Here comes Turner. And Turner is fouled on his way up.
Central fans wanting a call at the other end of the floor on Wingo over the back on the rebound. And that was probably one that was missed by the officials here. Matter of fact, right now, Mike Doss really trying to explain to the officials, hey, he was on my back. And now we've got a technical. That has been charged.
That's number 3, Jimmy England.
To one of the players. And Wendell Brown's got to take him out of there and bring Chris Gray in. He said something a little too much to the referee.
Well, I noticed number 22, Mike Doss, was trying to settle him down, but to no avail because obviously he was called for the technical. Turner hitting the first and second.
Now that's his 2 free throws. He'll shoot the technical now.
Big free throws. Extending the lead to 5 and 6. 3 in a row. Chris Turner, the Iceman from the foul line.
43-37. And Central has scored the first 11 points now. South this second half. And Stu, they got a chance to add to that. Here's a 1-3-1 zone by Franklin Simpson. Turner's open.
It's bouncing.
Didn't get the roll. And a foul here on Warren Central.
And Mike Doss nearly getting a technical there with the bouncing of the ball.
And that one's got to go to Kelvin McKinney. And I believe it is his 4th. It is.
That's 4 on Calvin McKinney, Wes.
Matt Beck will check in for McKinney. I believe Warren Central needs McKinney in the lineup to really be very successful. He does so many things for them. Three-two zone again, Stu.
43-37. 6-point lead with 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Loose ball picked up. Ball came all the way to the floor. One 3-1 zone now by. We'll take it.
We got it. Nice hands, Wes. I
How about
can't believe
that quick
that.
hand?
You still got it.
You got it.
Boy, the NBA missed out on you, let me tell you.
I know it. If they'd had that 3-point circle when I was in high school, I'd been an All-American. They kept it where it is now.
There's Turner. He drives. He dishes off. Wingo can't get a hold of it. But number 42, Matt Beck, just checked in the game. He picked up the loose ball and put it in the bucket.
That's 13 straight points scored by Central. And here again is one of those fouls on an outside shot, Stu, that coaches hate to see.
Well, especially in high school, because on the perimeter shots, percentage of those are very low anyway that go in.
That is the first personal foul of the night, though, on Washington. Now Gray will have 2 chances to finally put Franklin Simpson on the scoreboard here in the 3rd quarter.
And it's an 8-point lead, Wes, the biggest of the game for Central. Make that a 7-point lead.
And with 3:32 to play here in the 3rd, that is the first point scored by the Wildcats, and the second. So now they have been outscored 13-2 here in the 3rd.
Chris Gray breaking the ice, getting his team's first 2 points in the second half.
Matt Smith trying to front Wingo all the time. Then they got that base man getting in behind him.
And Matt is playing.
Now there's his open spot, but they didn't see him.
Smith playing very aggressively with 3 fouls.
Central being very deliberate. Now he's got to take the open shot. Missed it.
Turner.
And Beck draws the foul.
Great job of getting position on the offensive boards by Matt Beck.
And that is 4 on Matt Smith. So Wendell Brown, seeing his ball club get in a little trouble here in this 3rd quarter with 2:52 yet to play. Beck at the line will try 2. He's had trouble at the free throw line thus far in the game.
And number 45.
Doug Holder has checked in. For Franklin Simpson. And again, Matt Smith goes to that bench.
And Matt doesn't get the roll.
Turner almost had that rebound, but couldn't control it.
Cross-court pass to Gray. He wants a shot, but won't take it. Doss drives, dishes off to number 24, Brian Powell. And he's getting his team fired up.
4-point lead now. 2.5 minutes, 3rd quarter. Ooh, almost threw it away. Nice pass into Wingo.
And no doubt about Wingo's shot. Back up to a 6-point lead. 47-41. We have a foul inside, a reach-in foul on number 20, Chris Turner. That's Chris's 2nd of the night.
That's only the 3rd team foul. That'll be a common foul. No free throws awarded here with 2:09 in the 3rd. Franklin Simpson's got a chance now to cut that lead to 4. Got up to 8, didn't it, Stu?
Yes, that was their biggest lead of the night.
4th shot there, but a good offensive rebound. 2nd one.
Oh, it's around the rim. It won't drop for anyone.
Recovery by Turner.
Turner over to Dingo. And Wingo wasn't looking for the pass.
Wingo slowed up the rebound.
It would have been an easy layup had he be looking for the ball. And Franklin Simpson coming back. Could pull within 4 with a hoop.
All right, 3-2. They are active in it.
Powell. He likes that spot on the floor. Last 2 shots he's made are from right there. He brings his team within 4. 47-43. With a minute and a half left in the 3rd quarter. The crowd now up on their feet getting into this game.
Good shovel pass and a whistle. What do we got here? Step call.
Oh, that's unfortunate because that was set up very nicely by number 20, Chris Turner, with a shovel pass. Simpson. Franklin Simpson's been chipping away at that lead. They now can come within 2.
There's the shot, but it's too late.
Doss will take it. And as Joe Dean would say, string music. Beautiful shot by Mike Doss. Brings his team within 2. 47-45 with half a minute left in the third quarter. And Wes, we've got ourselves a ball game.
Looks like Central's going to go for the last shot of the third quarter here. 18 seconds. Good shot. May have taken it a little early, though.
Number 44, Mel Flora. And number 20, Defra Holt's shot wouldn't go. And that's it for the end of the third quarter. Central leads it 49-45. And we'll be right back for the fourth quarter after this.
The Movie Channel.
A television channel so different, it stands out from all the rest.
The Movie Channel.
With movies anytime you want to watch.
The Movie Channel.
A different movie every night at 9, 8 Central.
The Movie Channel.
With 15 to 20 movies each week and a fresh lineup each weekend.
The Movie Channel.
The only national channel that brings you all movies all the time.
The Movie Channel.
24 hours a day of blockbusters, Hollywood classics, and offbeat flicks.
The Movie Channel.
Plus exclusive hits you won't find on HBO.
The Movie Channel.
And because the Movie Channel is all movies, it's the perfect VCR accessory.
The Movie Channel.
Every night at 3 a.m. 2 Central, we have VCR Theater, so you can tape while you sleep, watch when you want.
The Movie Channel.
In between the movies, we take you behind the scenes with on-air hosts and celebrity interviews.
The Movie Channel.
Picture the best. It's the Movie Channel.
The Movie Channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth quarter. Central leads it here in the championship game of Stores coverage of the 14th District Tournament. Central leads at 49-45. They lead by 4 for the fourth quarter. And Wes, as we were talking, we'll be giving out the Store Player of the Game, picking the Store Player of the Game following this fourth quarter.
You're going to have a hard time doing that.
I tell you. Kelvin McKinney, Chris Turner, of course, Dion Wingo for Central. On Franklin's side, it could be Brian Powell, Defra Holt, even Chris Gray has been doing well.
We'll see what the fourth quarter brings here. Ooh. I don't know why Turner didn't catch that ball that was headed here toward us, Stu.
Well, he thought it was tipped off number 20, Defra Holt. And so the rest of his teammates, obviously it wasn't. Or the officials didn't see it that way.
And I didn't see either way. I didn't see what happened.
However, that ball keeps bouncing toward us over here, Wes. Powell's shot isn't good, but he scrambles for his own rebound. Baseline. Gets it back up to Defra Holt. Defra, not a good shot at all. Forced that from the hip.
Hey, this Marcus Washington has really been an influence on this Warren Central team.
Turner.
Washington's done so many things. He's controlled the ball up court, set up their offense all night. Good move. Good shot by Holt there.
As you're saying earlier, great body control on that young gentleman. (51-47).
Big basket.
And a turnover. Central has a 6-point lead, and they get the ball back. Wes, you're absolutely right. It's going to be a tough decision picking a player of the game.
You're going to have to look at this 0-0 here, Marcus Washington. He's been the playmaker.
McKinney drives, gets it off the Wingo.
Might have gotten fouled on that there. It's got youngster with that offensive rebound again. And he just fouled out of the ball game, too. If they call it on 32. Nope. It's on 44.
That's Mel Flora. That's his first, isn't it?
First, yes, first personal foul to Flora.
Here comes Franklin Simpson. Into Powell. He'll put it up. Short. Scramble for rebound. All three Central players were scrambling for it. Nearly lost out of bounds.
I don't believe they're going to pressure Washington too much. Turner keeps hitting that shot. They're going to have to come out and contest him and quit worrying about Wingo now. Central's up by 8. 5:33 to play, and Wendell Brown wants to talk it over.
Chris Turner very hot from the foul line area. He's got 3 buckets as half already from the foul line.
Well, with them sagging back to protect the pass coming into Wingo, that's going to leave that shot open there in that zone. And as long as Turner's going to knock it down, Central's got to be in control. I wouldn't be surprised now to see Wendell Brown show us something besides a zone. He's down by 8 with 5:32 to go. If it stays this way much longer, he for sure will have to come out of the zone, Stu.
And he hasn't played a man at all tonight, has he?
No. Central's played the man a few times in the first half, but they've stayed in their 3-2 zone here in the second half. But of course, Central's been going their way. You know, they scored the first 13 points of the third quarter. So I'm sure Mike Flynn feels that I'm going to stay with what got me here, and that's what got him here.
5 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Both these teams will advance to the 4th regional tournament. The advantage to winning is that the winner will play a loser, a district loser in the regional tournament. The loser in the district will have to play a district winner in the regional tournament. And the only way that these two teams could meet again in the region would be in the finale. And we might point out that the 4th region tournament this year will be played on Friday and Saturday night of next week. And then Monday night and Tuesday night of the following week.
Where is that going to be played, Wes?
That'll be played right here on the Diddle Arena floor. So that'll be what, the 13th and 14th? And then the 16th with the championship game on the 17th. Nice shot.
Deborah Holt.
He's been kind of silent here in the second half, hasn't he?
Only 4 points.
All right, now you see that the defense is coming out a lot farther. He is in the, Franklin Simpson has gone to the man-to-man defense. And an unnecessary foul.
Deborah Holt, that's his first.
But it's a common foul. The bonus not in effect yet. And Franklin Simpson will get the little fella Jimmy England back in there. And they're going to take out a shooter here. Holt's got to go out. I don't think he'll stay on that bench long.
Six-point lead, 55-49 by Central.
Good move by Turner.
His shot was short. Chris Gray going up to the defensive board.
Franklin Simpson definitely wants a good shot this trip. There it is.
And the big little man, Jimmy England, number 3, gets his first 2 minutes second half. Cuts the lead to 4.
They brought that pressure into the backcourt, too, defensively. And now Wingo's open in the man-to-man.
Scramble for the rebound, and England comes up with it. Smallest man on the court gets the rebound. And he contorts his body, and it doesn't go.
Got a little out of control there, Stu. That's why Wendell Brown has not wanted to be in the man-to-man defense all night. It's because that does free Wingo to get open and take the pass on the inside. But he had to give up something to get pressure on the outside and force Central to move the ball, and Turner was killing them with that jump shot. And, too, when you get into that man-to-man, it just kind of puts more oompa into it, and you'll play better if you're playing aggressively on the defensive end. You'll play aggressively on the offensive end. So I'm sure he was looking for that, too.
Number 3, Jimmy England picked up his first foul, which sent number 44, Mel Flora, to the line for one in a bonus. Central now in bonus. Flora hit his first. And hits the back end of his 1-and-1. Extends the lead to 6 points. 57-51 with 4 minutes left in this championship ball game. And Wes, as you said earlier, the teams are playing for seeding in the regional.
Uh-oh, bad throw there. Tried to force it in there then. Mike Flynn doesn't like that. He's going to take a timeout and explain to him that you don't do that. I wouldn't be surprised to see Hope back in the lineup for Franklin Simpson. Frankly, I'm a little bit surprised he's still on the bench with this little time left and down by 6.
Well, we have him down here unofficially as only having 1 foul. I don't see why he would be
It's
out.
a defensive move, I'm sure. But they're going to have some offense, too. And he is a good penetrator and a good shooter. But they've got the little fella England in there now. We'll see what they're going to do here now. 57-51, Warren Central with the 6-point lead, and it's for all the marbles tonight, isn't it?
As we give you a good shot of both teams' huddles. There's a nice shot of a cheerleader. The cheerleaders and the fans especially have really been supporting this team, and quite a good turnout by both sides tonight.
Nice crowd for this district championship game.
Teams coming back onto the court now. Franklin Simpson taking a little bit more time. Wendell Brown barking out orders.
It'll be Franklin Simpson basketball, and they'll bring it to the length of the court as we get underway.
Franklin Simpson down by 6. No time. It's not the time to panic yet. Still plenty of time. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. And Mike Doss immediately takes control and hits a 20-footer. That's Doss's first basket of the second half.
Big basket. Now they got a trap. A little run and jump here, Stu. Washington's got to try to force it up. Great play. Under a lot of pressure, the little guard got the bucket.
And right now, our leading contestant for the player of the game gives us more reasons to vote for him with that move. Bingo, 3-point play by Marcus Washington.
7-point lead with 3:06 to play. Oh, big play here, too. He's got to get him right back. Mike Doss has just taken over offensively for Franklin Simpson the last 2 trips. He drilled the long bomb, Stu, the last trip. And then this trip, he takes it down to the baseline, gets into traffic, gets it down, and draws the personal foul. That one on Turner, his third. 3 minutes on the clock.
Wendell Brown obviously saying something to Doss in the huddle because this young gentleman's fired up. He makes his 3-point play.
Full court pressure here now. But McKinney's got it across the line, hands it to Washington. And they drop into a man-to-man defense, will not be trapping now. There's the open shot, but he didn't take it. There's Dion.
Turns, spins, gets it off the glass. Pretty move.
An assist to little Marcus Washington. Oh,
Mike Doss, I don't know how they're going to stop him now. He is red hot.
62-58. Washington under pressure. Moves it into the front court. I'm really impressed with Marcus Washington, the 5'9" junior. McKinney with a big shot there, too.
McKinney drives the lane, pulls up, and puts in a 7-footer. And now a turnover.
Crucial turnover with 2:03 remaining.
Big turnover by
Well, Central won't be so aggressive with the basketball. They just need to keep it moving. He's going into his ball control offense now. See the stack? Here comes Washington out. Now watch Turner break over to the right. McKinney will come out. Now McKinney will take it that way, and here Turner will break out. Now McKinney goes for the hole. See, somebody went to sleep. That's what it does. It lulls you. And when it does, player looks for the open one, and he got it. Good comeback by Franklin Simpson. They'll take a timeout to stop the clock.
And that was Chris Gray from the three-point line. However, there isn't a three-point shot in high school basketball. But he is definitely their long gun. A minute, 23 seconds remaining in the championship game. 66-60. 6-point lead by Central.
We'll probably have us a fouling ball game from here on out. It's going to be Central's ball. And if the Wildcats don't get the steal, look for the immediate foul. So Warren Central needs to be prepared to make free throws. And let's see, who does Central have in the ball game right now? They've got the starting unit in there, don't they? I believe that's right. And who has been tested at the free throw line for Central? Leon Wingo, McKinney. They're going to try to keep the ball. Mike Flynn will be drawing his offense to keep the ball in the hands, probably of Turner and Washington, I would say, Skew, so that when Franklin Simpson fouls, they have to foul those two youngsters. Now watch him throw it inbound to somebody else.
Well, time is a factor now, Wes. A minute, 23 seconds remaining. 6 points is the difference. Central leading.
Turner had been called to the other end of the floor by an assistant coach. It comes into McKinney. He's another good shooter.
And immediately,
They didn't get the steal, but they lost 1 second on the clock. Now, Warren Central has to make free throws.
And they're putting number 32, Kelvin McKinney, on the line.
And Doss goes out on personal fouls. A big loss to the Wildcats of Franklin Simpson.
Kelvin McKinney not shooting particularly well from the line tonight. We'll see how he does. Comes up short. Big rebound by Ryan Powell.
Now you got Holt back in there. Goes inside, got open and missed a shot, then tips it up, no good. But he drew the foul.
Great play by Holt. Missed his own shot, tipped his rebound, and was fouled. We'll go to the line. Deffer will be shooting 2. Chance to pull within 4 of Central. Boom, no mistake on that first shot. And the second one is good. It's a
4-point game. They need to get it out of his hands if he's not hot. And there's the man they want to hold the ball.
And Wesley had a chance to foul McKinney, and they should have done it. Number 3, England picks up his 3rd foul.
Washington, just a junior. He'll be back next year for Mike Flynn's Warren Central Dragons. Great composure under a lot of pressure.
Marcus Washington showing a lot of character. Look at that. This young man thrives on pressure. Hitting both. Puts the lead back out to 6.
Good shot, quick shot by England. Now, Washington waited for the foul.
And as you said earlier, Wes, they don't really want to foul this man.
No, but they've got to foul, and that's the strategy of Warren Central, is to keep the ball in Washington's hand so that he'll go to the line.
54 seconds remaining in the game. It's a 4-point difference. If Central misses this shot, Franklin has a chance to come within 2.
Then you got to start all over, Stu.
Yeah. But they have also one man to contend with at the foul line, Marcus Washington, who is red hot. Three in a row. He stands there talking to the basketball. Boom.
Little England will get it up there quick. Gray's going inside with it. Boy, they get it up quick and get it in the hole. Now they're looking for Washington. Got it to McKinney. Just need to hold up. He's got step.
Oh, a big turnover. 41 seconds remaining, 4-point game.
Your natural inclination for that player when he's got a break is to go. He's got to think, hey, wait a minute, we've got the lead. I need to hold up, find Marcus, and give him the basketball. And it cost him some steps.
Central takes a timeout. I think they don't have any timeouts remaining. Mike Flynn wants to talk to his players as well. We'll probably be setting up a play and then giving them instructions for what kind of defense to fall back into.
And again, I think it's going to be very key as to who, you tell me which is grammatically correct, whatever, is going to control the basketball once Central regains possession. And I think they definitely want it in Washington's hands. Now, Wendell Brown at the other end may be saying just the opposite. Be sure to deny the ball to Washington. Let anybody else catch it, and as soon as he catches it, fouls him. However, if they score, if Franklin Simpson scores on this possession, that will change the strategy a little bit depending on how much time's left on the clock.
Well, with 41 seconds remaining, the votes are in. Marcus Johnson officially is the Storrs player of the game.
Marcus Washington.
Marcus Washington.
Yeah, Marcus Johnson played for UCLA.
Excuse me, he won't be happy when he watches this.
He better not be out here.
Marcus Washington, player of the game.
Oh, what a shot.
And Jimmy England pulls his team within 2. But here comes Central. And they nearly lose the ball.
There's where they want it now.
They need to foul. There's a man right there to foul. And Brian Powell. It was a good foul, Wes. They needed to put someone on the line who wasn't shooting that well, and McKinney is definitely.
They didn't want to foul too soon. They thought they might get the steal. And then they were lucky and got to foul the youngster who has been missing. But how often do you see a youngster who has been missing step to that free throw line in the last 2 seconds and put it down?
The crowd is on their feet. They're going crazy.
Like that.
And with 12 seconds remaining, that may have been the nail in the coffin. It's now a 4-point lead. 10 seconds remaining. England from downtown.
All right, that's the last thing you wanted was a foul in that situation. Let him make the basket, and then you don't even have to put the ball in play. There's 6 seconds on the clock. Now he's got a chance to cut that lead to 2. And then there will be a personal foul before the ball is thrown inbounds, probably, Stu, or as soon as it is thrown in.
And Brian Powell from the foul line, making his first of 2, saying that, hey, I can play under pressure too.
Good free throw shooting.
2 big points. 6 seconds. They need to foul right away.
Uh-oh. Do they have a timeout left? They must. Who did you say a minute ago did not have any time?
I thought that was Central who didn't have any more time.
All right.
But
Well,
here we go.
It was Franklin Simpson, evidently.
Franklin Simpson.
Good, smart call. On the out-of-bounds play, when he couldn't find someone, call that timeout.
That's exactly what he didn't want to happen, is because there'd be a 5-second violation, and Simpson would get the ball right under the basket. Heads-up play by, I guess that was 44, Mel Flora, who made the call. What could Wendell Brown be telling his players right now?
Go for the steal. If you don't get the steal, foul anybody. Foul whoever gets that ball. Try to deny the inbound pass. Force the 5-second turnover. Get the steal. And those 2 things don't happen, foul immediately.
And on the other side of the coin, Mike Flynn is probably telling his people no mistakes.
Well, Flynn's probably setting up an inbound play, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him. See, he can run the baseline now because they're putting it in play after a made basket. I wouldn't be surprised to see him, if they're going to man-to-man this inbound play, throw it up court. Let's see what happens here. He can run that baseline now.
6.
The out-of-bounds thrower can. See, he's running it now.
Absolutely good
There it
call,
is.
Wes.
There's the inbound. And the foul. They couldn't steal it.
And a good foul. Only ran 1 second off the clock.
And Wingo has got to put it in there now.
5 seconds remaining in the championship game. Central up by 2, 72-70.
Great comeback by Franklin Simpson.
This has turned out to be...
Warren Central has played well.
Championship game, everything we expected it to be. Coming right down to the wire. And Dion Wingo at the line. They have a chance to tie. They need to put it up. Chris Turner! It's no good!
Tremendous effort.
That was Chris Gray's shot that didn't go, and it's all over, folks. Central wins it by 2, 72-70. They're the district champions of District 14 for 1987-86. And Wes, what a super game.
You couldn't have choreographed it any better, could you? They had the shot. Had Chris Smith shooting. He got away a decent shot. Under control with it. Great effort by that young man. Just barely missed it. It went high in the air, and I think we all held our breath to see if it was going to drop back down. But it came back down over the backboard.
Congratulations to Coach Mike Flynn and the entire Central team. And, of course, to our player of the game, Marcus Washington, number 00. And we'll be right back after this message for a wrap-up of the final stats.
Take your pick. Discover the possibilities of the ultimate home entertainment source of VCR, cable TV, and HBO and Cinemax. Consider the choice. Unlimited variety. News, sports, weather, lifestyles. Basic Cable delivers 24 hours a day. A VCR plugs you in. Now plug in quality premium channels. The choice, HBO and Cinemax, with an unbeatable selection of movies and exclusive original programming. Choice like this makes your entertainment system complete. The convenience of a VCR puts you in command because now you can control time. Preset your VCR and record a concert while you're away. Record a movie while you watch a big sports event. Cable, HBO, and Cinemax give you the choice. A VCR gives you the freedom, choice, convenience, and an unmatched value. That's the VCR Cable Connection. Hundreds of movies, concerts, comedy specials, series, sports, news, and information for just pennies a program. It's the system designed to satisfy. A VCR plus cable, HBO, and Cinemax. The ultimate in home entertainment.
Welcome back to Diddle Arena, ladies and gentlemen. The final game, the championship, it's all over. Central wins it by 2, 72-70 over Franklin Simpson. Stuart Bundy here along with the infamous Wes Strader. And Wes, we saw a big turnaround in the second half, didn't we?
We saw the opening of the third quarter, Stuart, just go completely in favor of Warren Central. Central dominated it. They scored the first 13 points of that third quarter. It looked like Franklin Simpson was not going to get on track to never score again. But they go from 5 down to an 8-point advantage and then retain control of the basketball game. And Franklin Simpson came back strong. So I think, you know, you got to give Central a lot of credit for getting the lead, but then even more probably for holding it, because Franklin Simpson didn't roll over and play dead. They came back at them strong and it made a great basketball game out of it. And as we saw, had a shot to tie right there at the end.
Right. Well, it was a super basketball game right down to the very end. Let's go ahead and take a look at the final game stats. Warren Central shooting 27 of 51 for 53%. Franklin Simpson shooting 28 out of 60 for 47%. Not much difference there in the game. Free throws, 18 of 27 for 67% for Warren Central. Franklin Simpson, 14 of 16 for 88. They shot very well from the line, didn't they?
Shot very well. Both teams, well, Franklin Simpson shot percentage-wise awfully well, but you look at Warren Central, they pick up 4 more points from the free throw line. And Marcus Washington, you know, hit about 6 straight. And that, I think that was the difference. They were fouling him, and he was knocking them down, and that's what they had to do to win.
Team fouls, 15 Warren Central, Franklin Simpson 20.
Well, that's deceiving because Central was having, Simpson was having to foul the Warren Central to try to get back in the ball game and try to get Warren Central to miss at that free throw shot.
Well, Wes, it was a fantastic game, a great tournament. We appreciate everyone for coming out and supporting these teams. And I'd like to thank you for helping us out tonight. It was quite an honor doing this game with you.
Well, Stuart, my pleasure. I've enjoyed it. My first experience at doing this, I guess, and I enjoyed it. Nice working with you. Watched you play football for many years, and now I'm glad to see you getting into this profession.
Well, thanks, Wes. We really can't forget about our player of the game, 00, Marcus Washington. I was impressed, and you were telling me you were very impressed with his athletic ability as well.
Oh, I think he's really cool. He's just a junior. They list him at 5'9", and he stepped to that charity stripe when they had to. And then, too, all during the basketball game, he was in control of the basketball. He was the playmaker, and he kept that composure throughout. I don't think he went out of the basketball game.
Well, we had a chance to talk to Marcus after the game, and this is what he had to say. And we're here with Marcus Washington, 00, Stored Cable's player of the game. Marcus, you had 15 points, 4 rebounds, 1 foul, which isn't bad. You had a great game. Now, what did you think coming into the game? What did you want to accomplish?
Well, you know, I want to accomplish, try to win the game because, essentially, this is the second time we won the district, and, we want to go out there and play a good game. And they beat us twice, so we felt like we got to at least win them, third game, it's a charm for us, Ain't nobody beat us really 3 times in a row, so we went out there and played a good game.
Now, this week in practice, did the coach have you guys doing anything different than you've been doing all year?
No, not really. We stuck with the game plan, and we felt like we could play with anybody. We just took our time and run our offense.
Now, coming into the game, what was the game plan against Franklin Simpson?
Take your time and get good shots, get the ball in our big man Dion Wing on. They pack in, the guards can shoot, just move the ball around.
Defensively, what did you try and accomplish tonight?
stop my man from scoring. You know, it's everybody's dream to stop their man. You know, so we just said just hold them under so many points and don't let the star players shoot enough. You know, and we come out victorious.
Now, now you guys, you were playing a series of defense. You'd go from man back into zone, back into man. Franklin Simpson basically stayed in their zone the whole time. Did that give any problems?
No, not really. We just trying to mix up the defense on our side and make them work a little bit. Like on them, they stayed in zone, but, you know, it didn't affect us none. They could have changed defense on. We was ready and alert to play tonight.
Next week, the regionals. How do you think you can do there?
It's a toughie. We just don't know. We're just going to take it one game at a time and hope we go to the state.
Well, Marcus, it was a fantastic finish. It was a great tournament, and congratulations, okay?
Thank you.
And for Stora Cable, thank you for joining us, and have a great week. See you later.